Hey guys, it's Mike, and this is going to be part two on my proof that the matchmaking company are scammers. So, in the previous video, I played audio from a phone recording I had with one of the matchmaking company's agents. So, the second audio recording that I have is going to be with this guy named Larry Owens, who you're seeing right now. This is his LinkedIn profile. And this is what this scammer cretin looks like. Kind of a disgusting guy. But this disgusting looking guy apparently can teach you how to uh, get dates and stuff like that. And according to his LinkedIn profile, he's a certified matchmaker for 27 years and 6 months since February 1998. Uh, well, that's the thing about people who've been in a certain industry for a long time. They tend to grow and become scammers. So I had a phone conversation with this guy, and I'm gonna play it in a minute. But I need to tell you guys about something that Larry Owens did. What this cretin, this is the best photo he has of himself. That says a lot about this guy. He used a recording jammer, a microphone jammer, to obscure and to try and ruin my audio recording of my phone conversation with him. And this is a real thing. Recording jammers are a real thing. And I'm going to show you this video, which talks a little bit about recording jammers and how they work. So let's watch it. This is Linus's Tech Tips.
You know what society is like these days. If I just come out and say, and that soundbite hits the internet, boom! Can't. And with the number of people working here, that would be a pretty rough day for a lot of hardworking families. But guys, I gotta be me. And if I can't loudly proclaim that, then how could I even drag myself to the office every morning? That is where this little guy comes in. It discreetly prevents your conversations from being recorded on someone else's phone, hidden microphone, or voice recorder. And as you can tell when I say, I don't know, it even works against the professional lavalier microphone that I'm wearing. It's not perfect though, and it comes with some serious downsides. So before you trust your most intimate secrets to one of these bad boys, you should probably watch past this super edgy segue to our motherfucking.
Okay, you get the idea. So the way it works, and I'll post a link to this video in the description. And the way it works is it uses ultrasonics to cause the diaphragm in a microphone to vibrate, which creates a lot of noise. And that's what you're going to hear in this recording. The recording's audio quality is going to be poor, but you're going to hear me pretty clearly. But Larry Owens' voice is going to sound noisy, and there's going to be a lot of, it's just going to be hard to hear. So that's because he was using a recording jammer. And you got to ask yourself, why would an employee of a quote unquote legitimate company be using a recording jammer to obfuscate the audio in a recording that would have with one of their employees? Well, it's because they're scammers and they want to conceal evidence. This guy, this disgusting looking cretin. So, without further ado, let's listen to the audio. Once again, the audio quality will not be great, but I'll try and fill in the gaps and explain kind of what's going on from time to time. This is going to be about like 18 minutes long, so it's kind of a long phone conversation.
I'm one of the supervisors here at Matchmaking. I was giving you a call regarding your text.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a buzz. Well,
Go on.
so what's going on?
Well, I think you already know what's going on. Okay, so you can hear that that stuff. That's the recording jammer that Larry Owens is using.
No, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I was trying to help all I could, Mike, but I'll just cut straight to the point. Where you actually signed a non-cancelable and non-refundable agreement. So a refund is not an option, but I was calling to see what I could do to try to help with your program.
Yeah,
What's going on that's
you're
got you
running
frustrated?
a scam. Okay, that's not legal.
We're actually not, Mike. We've been in business for many, many years, and we have 45 locations
Being in business for many, many years does not mean you aren't running a scam. That's an incredibly stupid argument.
across the U.S.
Okay. I was
So we're
talking
definitely not
to
running a scam.
I was talking to I think her name is Noelle, is that correct?
Nora.
Nora. The facts of what she was presenting me with were not lining up. Okay? So the noise is getting worse, as you can hear. That's the recording jammer. This person that she matched me with, Danielle, she works for you.
Yes.
Danielle
No,
works for
Danielle
you.
does not work for us.
So that's a Freudian slip. So he inadvertently admitted that this person that they matched me with, and see my previous videos for more details about that. I don't want to go through everything in the first video, but they matched me with someone named Danielle. But Danielle is not a real person. She's someone that is either working for the matchmaking company or someone they're paying under the table and having a agreement on the side to pretend like she's a potential hopeful when she's not interested in dating anyone. They're just paying her under the table to pretend like she is. I think she does.
Well, I mean, you're very much mistaken. Danielle is a client of ours.
And why did she lie?
She's definitely not employed by us.
And why did she
Why
lie?
did you lie?
Danielle.
What did she lie about, Mike?
If you know what she lied about, you'll remember this. So I'm asking why did she lie? So like I said, the audio's bad. I'm asking him why did she lie? So what she lied about was she claimed that we met at a coffee shop when we never did. Okay, she claimed that we met at a coffee shop in Edison, which is where I live. That's the city I live in. That never happened. She lied about that. Let's go back to the audio.
Mike, I'm not going to play this game with you, my friend. What are you talking about? You're accusing us of introducing you to people that work for us. She has a job. She does very well for herself financially. She's not employed by us.
How do you know this about her?
Because she's a client of ours, Mike. I have her profile in front of me.
So that's kind of weird. How does he know anything about this woman? Like, so he's claiming that she's financially successful and does very well for herself. How did they know any of that? Like, having a profile in front of you doesn't tell you anything about her. She could have lied about any of that stuff. But yet he's speaking about her in a defensive way, defending her, when they have no reason to take a side in this. Okay, what we know for a fact is that she lied, and she even admitted that she lied. I'll make another video which goes into more details about the text and things like that. But she admitted that she lied. Well, you have my profile too. What do you know about me?
I do.
Yeah,
What do I know about you?
Yeah.
Mike, are you okay? Because I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you here. This is yeah, Mike. I know that you're 41. I know that you've never been married. You're atheist as far as your faith. You possess a bachelor's degree. You work as a data analyst. Your average build. You have black hair. You are moderate Democrat as far as your political views.
Not anymore. Definitely not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I have all your information as well as your contract and everything that you signed in front of me.
Yeah, and how do you know so much about Danielle's employment? So the noise is getting really bad there. I ask, how do you know so much about Danielle's employment? Something like that.
Because she's a client of ours as well, Mike. I'm trying to figure out what you're. How do I know anything about that stuff?
How much she gets paid?
Because she came in and actually filled out all the paperwork and joined our service, Mike. And I never mentioned what she gets paid. I never mentioned anything about what she gets paid. I said she makes a great living for herself.
Okay, so doesn't that mean that she gets paid?
Yeah, because she shared what her annual income was when she joined our service, Mike.
Yeah, but you don't have any way of verifying that. So I think you know a little bit about her, more than you want to let on. Okay? You're running a scam here.
No, I mean, then, Mike, what do you want to do? I'll go ahead and escalate this to our corporate office that you're requesting a refund, and they will send you out a decision. You'll receive that decision in the mail within about a week, okay?
In the mail? Why in the mail?
In the mail.
Why don't you just give me a refund?
Because that's how we do. But there are no refunds, Mike. You can.
So this is like it's kind of hard to hear what he's saying. The audio is very low. He's trying to delay. He's saying he's going to escalate this to the corporate office. They have no intention of giving me a refund because they're scammers. They just want to take the money and run.
You can go around and around about this and accuse us of sending you out with people that work for us all day long, but there's still no refunds.
So he's basically saying that even if we're running a scam, there's still no refunds. That's a brilliant argument. Danielle was lying about meeting me, and you know that. Now, why did she lie?
The profile, it says here that you guys met halfway at a coffee shop. That's what she said.
Okay, so that's not true. So he's saying that we met halfway in a coffee shop. That never happened because she claimed that we met in a coffee shop in Edison, which is where I live. That's not halfway. She lives in Hoboken. I live in Edison, and we would have met halfway. Edison is not halfway. I can drive. So already that's inaccurate. Yeah, and she lied.
Okay, so now she's a liar, we're a liar, everybody's a liar, Mike. I'm trying to help you here and move forward in a positive way.
What's your name again?
My name is Larry.
Larry
I'm
what?
one of the managers here in the Midwest matchmaking office.
Larry what? What's your last name?
I don't need to give you my last name, Mike.
You don't?
I'm one.
Okay, so I'm asking him what his name is. He says his name is Larry, and he doesn't want to give me his last name. So this is a guy who works at supposedly a legitimate company, and he doesn't want to give me his last name. He's reluctant to do so. This is sketchy.
One of the supervisors. I do not.
If you're a legitimate company, you're supposed to be transparent.
Oh, I'm being transparent, Mike, but you're being a little bit weird about all this. So I want to make sure.
You have an obligation to be transparent with a client if you're a legitimate company.
My name is Larry, Mike.
Okay, well, Larry.
But again, what's going on that's got you in this situation right now?
Danielle lied about meeting me. She never met me. And I think you know this.
Okay. We don't know this, Mike. Why do you keep saying that?
They do know this. That was the whole reason for. I mean, I complained to them. You heard the last audio. This Danielle person claimed that we met at a coffee shop and we never did. She lied about it. So that, like, if they were a legitimate company and they weren't scamming anyone, why wouldn't they investigate this further? And why would they be taking her side? And even worse, how did they get her text messages? They got her text messages. They claimed later that they don't do investigations into disputes between clients, but yet they got her text messages somehow because they did an investigation because she sent them text messages between us to these guys. This is sketchy. This is sketchy as hell.
You're implying something that's not true, so it's kind of aggravating. What is making you do that? I mean, if Danielle lied to us, then that's a whole different story that we need to work out with her.
Exactly. So why? That's the issue. Why would she lie?
I have no idea.
No, I think you do know why.
Okay, we're not going to keep doing this. I think you do know, Mike. We're not going to keep doing that. So I will go ahead and put in your request with corporate, and they will get you a letter in the mail. You should receive it in a few days with their decision, okay?
Okay, in a few days. So unless I get a refund, I'm going to the police, and I'm reporting you. I'm reporting your whole company. I'm going to also report Danielle, all the phone numbers, and and they'll investigate this.
Okay, go ahead, and hopefully that will ease your mind when you do all that.
Yeah, or you can just give me the refund, and I'll just pretend like this never
Well,
happened.
no, you understand. Even after you do all that, threatening to go to the police, Mike, is not going to make us give you a refund.
Okay, fine. Then I'll go to the police right now. Is that how it has to be?
It is, Mike.
Okay, fine. All right. What's your name?
My name is Larry.
And what's your last name?
Just know that I did my absolute best to help you.
Yeah, it's not gonna look good for you, Larry, if you can't even give me your last name when I go to the police. What's your last name? If you're gonna be transparent, what's your last name?
Like I said, my name is Larry, Mike. It's irrelevant what my last name is.
No, it's gonna be relevant when I go to the police to report it.
You're accused. You can tell them my name is Larry. I'm an assistant manager in the Midwest Matchmaking office.
And what's the address?
My extension is 9014.
What's the address of your location of the matchmaking office? So I'm asking, what's the address of the location of the matchmaking company, wherever he is, where his office is? And he's, again, reluctant to give this information out.
I'm in the San Antonio, Texas matchmaking office.
What's the address?
Mike, I'm not going to play into this game with you. So if you
why can't you give me an address? Why can't you give me an address?
You have the address of the location that you joined our service in, Mike.
But what is the address that you're in? If this is a legitimate company, then this should be transparent. You shouldn't have any problem telling me what the address is. So I'm saying, I know it's hard to hear. I'm saying if this is a legitimate company, you should be transparent and you shouldn't hesitate to give me the address of your office.
Mike, I don't know exactly what is happening
do you have a business card? Do you have a business card?
Do I have a business card? No, I work in matchmaking. I don't see clients, Mike.
Do you have a business card?
No. Why would I have a business card, Mike? I work on the phones and I handle clients. I don't see people face to face.
He doesn't have a business card, but he has a LinkedIn profile. I should have asked him that. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Well, yeah, he does, with a disgusting mug shot. You're in working for a business. I'm assuming this must be a legitimate business.
Mike, we have 45 offices across the U.S. Okay, I'm trying to help you. I don't know what has. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know much about your company.
You're actually playing it.
I don't know much about your company.
You're playing this angle to try to get a refund, but it's not going to work. I mean, you're going to go to the police.
All right, fine.
And they're going to do whatever you want them to do.
I'll just report it as a scam because that's what I believe this to be. If I believe this was a legitimate company, I would move forward, but I don't trust you anymore. Okay, so the audio becomes really bad here. Yeah, I'm just talking about how I'm going to report them to the police. And I actually did. Unfortunately, they didn't want to investigate it. Big surprise. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why. That's
because
you're not being
you're not being transparent. Like you're doing absolutely nothing to earn my trust. If anything, you're making me far more suspicious.
Okay.
So I'm saying that his behavior and the things that he's saying is just making me more suspicious instead of instilling any confidence in this company. So how do you earn my trust? Listen, how do you earn my trust?
Okay, let me give you my last name for the police. It's Owens, O-W-E-N-S.
So Larry. Okay, so he finally tells me his name is Larry Owens. Big Owens. And what is the address of the Midwest office?
Our Midwest matchmaking office is located in San Antonio, Texas. The address is 8626 Tesoro Drive.
Okay. So he finally gives the address of this place. And what's the address of the office that you have in New Jersey? I ask, what's the address of their location in New Jersey? Which, by the way, is just a place they were renting out. And when I went in there, it was totally dark and there was no one in there except for one person who received me.
I don't have any kind of dealings with that office, so I have no idea as far as what the exact address is. I would have to look that up.
Could you look that up now?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably on your contract. Let me actually pull up your contract. Like,
Hear all that noise?
sorry, I don't deal with too many calls like this, Mike. It's kind of a weird situation you got us in here.
I'm in a weird situation.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just a shame that you're going this route.
Yeah, because I was lied to.
Yeah, it's by who?
Danielle and this person, whatever. So like he keeps on playing dumb, like not understanding facts that have already been established. He knows what the lie was. Danielle lied about meeting me. Like how many times do I need to tell this buffoon? And he still keeps on acting like he doesn't know what I'm talking about when I already explained it to him that this is what the conversation was even before I talked to him. So he obviously was informed as to what the problem was, that Danielle lied about meeting me when we never met.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the address for the office that you came into is 2020 Commerce Drive, Suite 135.
And who did I meet with? What was her name?
Oh, let me pull that up.
So I ask. So he finally gives the address, and then I ask, who did I meet with?
Give me 1 second. I'll try to give you all the information that you need. You actually came in and you met with Janet.
And what's her last name?
My paperwork just says Janet. She's one of our salespeople.
So he's saying I met with someone named Janet, but he doesn't know what her last name is. He doesn't know the names of the employees that work for this agency.
Mike, I have no idea. That would be a question for her.
I think you know that. And what's
Mike,
Nora's
I'm
last
not
name?
going to continue playing this game with you, my friend.
Okay.
So
I mean, then
that's
like
the
if
information
you're
you need, and I will
not
go
willing
ahead.
to
I will
answer
go
my
ahead and-
questions, then you're not necessary. You're just proving it.
Mike, and I'm done being called a scam by you. So I will.
And I'm done being
escalate
scammed by you.
I will escalate our request for a refund to our corporate office, and you will receive a response by mail in a few days. Okay?
When? Like, can you give me a ballpark as to the deadline when they're going to respond to me?
It should go out in the mail. I would say in the next. I would probably say either today or tomorrow.
So
So
if
you
I
should
don't
receive
hear
it
back
in a few
from
days,
you,
depending on the USPS.
so if I don't hear back from you in 48 hours, so I'm saying, and we're just talking about how, at what time they'll reach out back to me. You know, he's saying they're going to reach out back to me in a few days. He's just trying to deflect and obfuscate and delay so that, you know, they can just send a letter later saying we're not going to give you a refund for the thousands of dollars that you spent on our scam.
Okay, whatever you feel you need to do, Mike.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I have no fear about you going to the police. They're going to, like I said, we've been in business for many years. I've been with the company.
Evidently not. Yeah. I mean, because he's been scamming people for almost 3 decades now, according to his LinkedIn profile. 27 years, 6 months. This douchebag.
For 30 myself, Mike.
I mean, let's back that up a second.
I mean, I have no fear about you going to the police. They're going to, like I said, we've been in business for many years. I've been with the company for 30 myself, Mike.
Yeah, 30 years. It says so right here. I mean, apparently he's been working, scamming people for 30 years. Impressive. That's an impressive guy. I mean, the other possibilities, maybe someone's running a scam in your company. That's the other possibility. Did you think of that? So I say it's possible that maybe someone's running a scam in your company. Why wouldn't you investigate something like this? If someone's running a scam in your company, why wouldn't you investigate this? If you're supposed to be on the level and honest with clients, you would do an investigation to see if there's people running a scam. People run scams in companies all the time, and the company, corporate may be unaware of it. So you have to investigate whether or not employees are doing something they're not supposed to do, but yet they're defensive about the whole thing. They want to deny everything.
I don't know of any scam, Mike. I mean, she
Well,
says
you
that she
you
met
don't
you,
know of any
so
scam.
she says you met at a coffee shop.
Yeah, we didn't
I'm
meet
sorry?
we never met. We never met.
And I would be more than happy to credit you that match back, Mike, and just move forward. But it seems that you're
Okay,
past that.
so you
I
mentioned
mean,
credit me that match. Okay, so here he says something very, very interesting. He says he's going to credit me that match back. So this goes back into the question I posed to him. Why would she lie about meeting me at a coffee shop? That. So what does that mean? So I asked him, what does that mean you would credit me that match back?
I would just add it back to your program, and we would move forward and find you another introduction. But you,
Right. So there's a total number of
I mean, I'm not.
there's a total number of introductions that I get, right? So I ask, there's a total number of introductions, right? So the the contract was for 4 introductions. 4. So this is important to why she lied.
Yes, you received 4 matches with your program.
Okay, four matches, 4 introductions. So that would be the reason why she lied. So it's hard to hear what I said. And I said, so that would be the reason for why she would lie, right? Because the reason why she lied was because she was trying to just use up one of my matches, which would be a substantial amount because you only get 4 for thousands. You pay thousands of dollars for 4 introductions. And so if they use up a couple of your matches with bogus matches, or all of them are bogus, then you're more likely to pay more money for more matches. That's the reason. The company is incentivized to burn up your matches so that you'll pay more, so that they'll get more money, so you get more matches. That is the incentive. That's the reason why she would lie about meeting me. So that's the whole critical point of why I believe that this is a scam and why it is a scam, because the lie benefits the company. It doesn't benefit the client. A client would never lie about meeting someone because they would be using up one of their matches. The only circumstance under which where a client, a supposed client, would lie about meeting someone is if they worked for the company and are trying to earn the company more money by burning up matches on bogus introductions.
No, because she used one of her matches by saying that you met.
Unless she... So he's trying to say, no, she wouldn't lie because she used up one of her matches, burned up one of her matches. And then I say, unless she worked for you, which is what I just explained. That's the only way that this makes sense. That is the only way she would ever lie about meeting me when she didn't, is if she worked for this bogus agency.
Okay, she doesn't work for us, Mike. So I'm going to go ahead and issue this.
That would be a reason why she would lie. That would be a motive. I say that would be the reason why she would lie. That would be a motive. Use this as one of the matches against me. You have a total of 4 matches per client. And if this one match turns out to be bogus,
then we want to cheat you out of one match, Mike. Come on.
that would...
You really believe that's the case?
So now he's trying to minimize. It's hard to hear. He's trying to minimize the magnitude and the importance of cheating you out of one match. Yes. And by the way, if he cheated me out of one match, that means he probably cheated me out of the others too. Which there was only one other match anyway. And yeah, in the future, Vera, I'm going to actually expose the first match I had as a fake person. It's just another person who works for that company. So that'll be in a future video. Can you say that again?
Do you really believe that's the case? That a company this big wants to cheat you out of one introduction, so we have somebody lie that come on, Mike.
Yeah, so he's trying to minimize that. He's trying to say a company this big, you think a company this big would cheat you out of one match. And yes, because if you can do it to me, you can do it to anyone else. So I'm sure they've been doing this to many people. It's not just me. I'm I'm just one person who has figured out how this is all bogus, how this is all nonsense. Because you can't swindle me. Okay? you can't swindle me. It's not going to work against me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I believe that's exactly what happened.
you can't really think.
Larry, Larry,
Like I said, I will.
Larry,
I will.
I believe that's what happened. I believe that's exactly.
So now he's trying to laugh it up, trying to denigrate the magnitude of cheating someone out of matches by having bogus, phony matches. And I say, yes, that's exactly what I think you've been doing.
That's the reason why she lied.
There's nothing I can do for you. I mean, I was calling to try to help look at that.
Danielle lied because she wanted to, as you put it, cheat me out of one of the matches.
I say Danielle lied because, as you put it, she wanted to cheat me out of one of the matches because she works for you.
No, we have a total of 4 matches for you.
Yeah, so 4 matches, 1 match is 25%, which is substantial. But like I said, the previous match was a bogus match too.
Total of okay. It's a total of 4 matches. Yeah, because I don't think you had any intention of actually.
The noise jammer is getting really, really bad. Like he turned up that noise jammer to maximum strength.
I believe that is the reason for why she lied.
And by the way, I can prove that this is a noise jammer because right at the end, as soon as I hang up on this guy, or as soon as he hangs up on me, that's actually what happened. He hung up on me. The noise magically disappears.
Okay, then go ahead and go forward with what you need to do, Mike, and I will go ahead and escalate this to our corporate office.
So you said you're gonna get back to me today?
So, like, just as an aside, I'm thinking of this right on the spot. If he was using ultrasonics to create all that noise, I wonder if there's a way to detect those ultrasonic sounds, which, by the way, human beings cannot hear ultrasonics, but dogs can. So I think that's interesting. I wonder if this recording, you can hear those ultrasonics, or if it would come up on a waveform. That would be an interesting experiment to see. But you can hear the noise, obviously, because he's using the noise jammer.
Yes.
No, I said I'm going to escalate this to our corporate office, and they will send out a letter responding to your request.
Okay, so I'm going to get back and ask whether or not I'm going to get a refund.
No, you're going to get a letter in the mail with their decision as soon as the U.S. Post Office delivers it to you.
What does that
It
mean?
will go out.
Like, what does that mean? Are you saying?
It will go out in tomorrow's mail.
Okay, but what's going to be on that?
It will be their decision, Mike.
So here he knows what their decision is going to be. So I'm asking what's going to be on that letter. And like I said, this was just a delaying tactic so he can shirk any responsibility, so they can communicate with me through a letter that where I can't even respond or argue my case, because they're scammers. They don't care about the facts because they're running a scam.
Whether they're going to give you a refund or not.
Okay, that's what I said.
Whether they're going to give you a refund or not.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mike, are you okay?
Are you okay? You're a gaslighter, man.
Fine.
You're a gaslighter. Do legitimate companies usually gaslight their clients?
So now I'm accusing him of gaslighting because he is. He's a gaslighter. Larry Owens, this disgusting human being who is ugly as sin, by the way. This guy is going to teach you how to get laid and go on dates. This guy's a gaslighter, and you can tell he's a gaslighter. He's been gaslighting me the whole time. And it's hard to hear, but he's gonna say he doesn't know what gaslighting means.
Why don't you look it up on Google then, Larry? You got a computer in front of you?
So I'm telling him to look it up.
Larry, you know how to use Google? Why don't you Google it?
I tell him to Google what gaslighting means.
Get back.
Okay, says,
Don't
have a
worry.
great day. He hangs up.
Okay, tell him I said hi, okay?
Says,
I'll tell them your
tell the
name.
police I said hi. Okay, wait, let's back that up. So like he's saying, he said, tell the police I said hi. And then I tell him, I'm gonna tell him what your name is. Now listen to the noise. As soon as he hangs up, listen to what happens to the noise.
Okay, tell him I said hi, okay?
I'll tell them your name.
Gone. Noise is gone. As soon as he hangs up on me, the noise is gone. So that proves that he was using a recording jammer. So a legitimate business that's trying to conceal evidence by using a recording jammer to create all that noise in a recording that I would have every right to do. Okay. New Jersey is a one party consent state, so I have the right to record a phone conversation I have with this degenerate. And Larry Owens is a degenerate who apparently has been scamming people for 30 years now. So anyway, that's all I have for today. That is the last recording. But there will be a few more videos, maybe one, maybe two more videos, which goes into more of the evidence that I have. I did file a lawsuit in the small claims court. Um, so I do want to go over some of the evidence that was brought up there as well as some interesting text conversations I had with the first match, the first woman, who I later found out is a scammer too, and was working for them because she knew about the lawsuit that I filed against these guys, even though I didn't say anything about it. So stay tuned for that, for more proof that the matchmaking company are a bunch of scammers. And please share this video, like the video, because you know I'm not going to get my money back, and that's okay. But I want to warn other people about these guys because they take advantage of vulnerable people and they make money off of their vulnerability, and it's wrong, and they need to be stopped. All right, guys, see you later.